At the bustling Barad Mobility Global Expo, where the future of transportation gleams under neon lights and the air hums with the promise of innovation, Lexus didn't just unveil a concept car. They unleashed a manifesto. The star of their showcase, the ROV, the hydrogen-powered rebel that redefines what it means to roam untamed landscapes without leaving a carbon footprint. This isn't your grandfather's off-roader, rattling over rocks with a gas-guzzling roar, nor is it another sterile electric SUV that whispers through city streets like a penitent monk. The ROV is something wilder, bolder, a machine that marries the raw thrill of off-roading with a quiet conscience of sustainability. First teased at the Japanese Mobility Show in 2023, this concept isn't just a vehicle, it's a declaration. Lexus is betting that adventure and ethics can coexist, that the call of the wild doesn't have to drown out the cry of the planet. Picture this, a vehicle that looks like it was forged in a futuristic blacksmith's workshop. The ROV's design is a love letter to duality, brutalist yet refined, utilitarian yet dripping with sophistication. Its exposed suspension system isn't just functional, it's a flex, a mechanical exoskeleton that dares mud, rocks, and ravines to take their best shot. The protective cage, resembling a roll cage but sleeker, curves around the cabin like the ribs of a mythical beast, while chunky all-terrain tires bite into the earth with the tenacity of a predator's claws. But this isn't some stripped-down dune buggy. Lexus has draped its luxury DNA over every inch. The iconic spindle grille, a hallmark of the brand's elegance, is reimagined here as a futuristic mesh, glowing subtly like the embers of a high-tech campfire. Even the suspension covers double as armor for the rear hydrogen tank, a detail so clever it feels like engineering poetry. And when night falls, the vehicle's hull motif lights pierce the darkness, a beacon declaring that luxury isn't shackled to pavement. Slide inside, though slide feels too gentle. This cabin demands you climb in, like boarding a spaceship, and the ROV continues its dance between rugged and witsy. The seats, upholstered in a material that's equal parts tough and plush, hug you like a mountaineering harness lined with velvet. Controls are stripped back but intuitive. No touchscreens begging for fingerprints, just tactile knobs and switches that feel satisfying to grip with muddy gloves. Yet, subtle luxuries whisper, heated surfaces for frosty mornings, ambient lighting that mimics the aurora borealis, and a sound system tuned not for bass drops but for the crisp silence of hydrogen combustion. Yes, you read that right. This is where the ROV truly's expectations. Underneath its battle-ready exterior thruns a 1.0-liter hydrogen engine, a marvel of mechanical alchemy. Unlike typical hydrogen fuel cells that quietly generate electricity, this power plant roars, well, growls politely, to life, mimicking the soul-stirring vibrations of a traditional petrol engine. Here's the magic. Hydrogen gas, stored in high-pressure tanks, is injected directly into the combustion chamber. The result? Explosions. Glorious, controlled explosions that propel the ROV forward, leaving behind nothing but wisps of water vapor and a trace of ambition. It's ice nostalgia reimagined for the climate era, a middle finger to extinction, wrapped in a sustainability manifesto. Lexus claims near-zero emissions, save for a whisper of burnt engine oil, making this perhaps the only off-roader you could guiltlessly drive through a rainforest, if only rainforests had hydrogen stations. But let's talk terrain. The ROV's lightweight pike frame, a skeleton of aerospace-grade aluminum and carbon fiber, shuns bulk for agility. This isn't a tank, it's a cheetah. The long travel suspension, a term that undersells its genius, doesn't just absorb bumps, it negotiates with them. Picture crusting a sand dune, the front wheels claw for purchase, the rear ones dance sideways, and the chassis remains eerily level, as if the laws of physics are mere suggestions. Torque? Oh, there's torque. The hydrogen engine delivers it low and urgent, like a shove from a friendly giant, allowing the ROV to crawl over boulders or sprint across salt flats with equal mischief. And when you inevitably get stuck, because where's the fun in never getting stuck? The vehicle's modular design lets you swap components